During fetal development, hormones play a very important role by shaping the sex characteristics of the baby. For example, in males, testosterone stimulates the development of male genitalia characteristics and sex characteristics, while in females, estrogen is concerned with the female. Are you curious planning about your family's future? Have you always wanted to know the secret in conceiving a boy or a girl? You are in the right place. In today's video, we'll be exploring the methods and tips to help you conceive the sex of your baby. From diet to timing, we are going to cover it all. Here is what we'll be covering in this video. Understanding the basics of sex determination. 2. The role of diet in sex prediction. 3. Timing intercourse for sex selection. 4. Other factors that may influence sex selection. We'll discuss the science behind this method and provide you with practical tips. By watching this video to the end, you will get a better understanding on how to plan your conception and increase your chances of having your baby. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. Let's get started with our first topic, the basics of sex determination. Sex determination is a complex process that involves genetics and biology. At the moment of conception, the sex of the baby is determined by chromosomes contributed by the parents. Now, this is how it works. Female have two X chromosomes, XX, Y male 1X and 1Y chromosomes. Somebody will ask me, next, what do you mean by chromosomes? Don't bother, come forward. I want to break down what are chromosomes so that I will progress into the video. You will get a better understanding, an in-depth understanding of the entire process. In a very layman language, not using medical terms, chromosomes are like tiny instructions inside our cells that determine our shape. What are the traits that we are talking about? It can be eye color, it can be hair color, it can be our height. These are traits. This chromosome determine this trait. How many chromosomes are there in humans? Humans have 46 chromosomes and are arranged in 23 pairs. So in total, we have 46 chromosomes, meaning that are 23 pairs each. These chromosomes helps our body grow and develop by arranging genetic information from our parents. Now, the importance of these chromosomes in sex determination. What do these chromosomes do when it comes to sex determination? Chromosomes also determine either you are a male or you are a female. XX chromosomes, which is a female, and XY chromosomes is a male. What happens if there is a problem with chromosomes? Sometimes we have chromosomes abnormality like Down syndromes and other developmental disorders. This is the basic overview of what chromosomes are for a better understanding of this video. Now, let's get back into our topic. We're looking at what? Understanding the basic of sex determination, right? Let us look at how this sex determination works. Let us dive in. Now, when a sperm fertilizes an egg, it contributes an X or a Y chromosomes. Now, we are just saying that what? A male has XY chromosome, while a female has what? XX chromosome. When a sperm fertilizes an egg, it contributes either an X or a Y chromosomes to the resulting zygote, right? If the sperm contributes an X chromosome, then we have an XX. So the resulting child is going to be a female. If the sperm contributes a Y chromosome, the resulting zygote will be XY combination and the baby will develop to be a male. During fetal development, hormones play a very important role by shaping the sex characteristics of the baby. For example, in males, testosterone stimulates the development of male genitalia characteristics and sex characteristics, while in females, estrogen is concerned with the female sex characteristics. Now, we want to look at very important topic, very, very important next topic, the role of diet in sex prediction. Now, we understand that diet is something that is fundamental in our health and it plays an important role in sex determination. Some theories suggest that some diet can influence the sex of the baby. This is what you need to know. There's several theories that suggest that diet can influence the sex of the baby, although it is essential to know that these theories are not scientific proven and much research is needed. Some of these theories include the acidity and the alkalinity theory. Now, this theory suggests that a more alkaline environment favors the conception of boys, while a more acidic environment favor the conception of girls. Some conclude that eating food with acidity or alkalinity influence the sex of the baby. Theories number 2, we are going to look at the nutrients theory. Some research suggests that some nutrients, calcium, magnesium, can influence the sex of the baby. Some studies suggest that consuming a high amount of calcium may influence the sex of the girl. The third theory that we are going to look at, the diet and the nutrient combination theory. This theory proposes that the timing and nutrient combination theory. Some food that are often associated with this theory include, for boys, we have food high in potassium. Now, we have bananas, avocados. Sodium, we have processed meat, we have sosa, which are high in sodium. For girls, what are the categories of food that this theory suggests? Food high in calcium can be dairy products, can be leafy green vegetables. Now, food high in magnesium, just like dark chocolate or nuts. Nevertheless, it is very crucial to remember that these theories are not supported by scientific evidence. So more research is needed to understand the relationship between diet and sex determination. Additionally, it is essential to focus on the balance and nutrients for overall health and well-being, rather than relying on dietary changes to influence the sex of the baby. We want to look at the timing. Very, very important and essential. The timing of the intercourse. Timing intercourse for sex selection. The timing method involved to coincide with ovulation to increase the chances of what? Of conception, maybe a boy or a girl. So you can check on my previous video where I discussed the signs and symptoms of ovulation so that you should understand and read your body. Here is how it works. 1. Having intercourse closer to ovulation may increase the chances of conceiving a boy. This is because the sperm carrying the Y chromosome, that is the male sperm, are faster swimmers but have a shorter lifespan than sperm carrying the X chromosomes. Point 2, having intercourse further away from ovulation may increase the chances of conceiving a girl. This is because female sperm are slower swimmers but have a very long lifespan than the male sperm. Using this method, you can track your ovulation using fertility apps, basal body temperature chart, or ovulation predictors kit. Finally, other factors that may influence sex prediction. The first factor that we are going to look at 2 fundamental factors: pH level. The acidity, the alkalinity of the body may affect sperm mortality and sex selection. Some research suggests that the more alkaline environment may favor the conception of boys, while acidic environment may favor the conception of girls. 2. Sperm quality. Sperm quality and mortality may influence the chance of conceiving a boy or girl. For example, research suggests that men with high sperm count and mortality rate may more likely conceive a boy as compared to low sperm count. Now, much research is needed to finalize this theory or understand their impact. Thanks for watching to the end. Now it is your turn. Let me know in the comments below if you have tried any of this method or have any question Remember that your feedback is invaluable to me. If you're interested to learn about pregnancy and parenting, check our next video on fertility on conception tips. It is packed with valuable information. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, any pregnancy is unique and it is very essential to focus on your health and well-being. Wishing you a healthy life. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to comment, and don't forget to share. Thank you for watching.